All right, so I am recording this back to back. Obviously, if you guys wanted this, you're going to be seeing it. I'm going to just record it just in case. Otherwise, I might just put this up later in the week here. We are nearing the 2023 season, the start of it. We are actually 6 days from the time recording, but again, you're going to see this between now and next Thursday, so it'll be even less than that for you guys. So if you're excited, let me know down in the comments below. We are starting out the year with the Chiefs and the Lions this year. This video here is just something a little fun I want to do as we, get closer to the start of the season here. We are a little over a week and 2 days from Sunday games. Obviously, the Vikings and the Packers don't play week one. They play the Bears, who I did a video on, and then I just added in the Lions because it was only a minute extra thing to do. This, again, we'll see them twice a year and whatnot. We'll see the rivalry here. This is about, 5 minutes? 27. So about 4 or 5 minutes, 4.5, 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to put this. Before I do shut up, though, the video link, again, just like part one, will be down in the description below. So if you want to watch all these other teams like the Browns and the Steelers or the Patriots and the Jets, or you want to watch the Packers Vikings without my commentary, you can do so. But without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's hit play. I'm going to put it the volume.
Most of Minnesota's interdivision ire is directed towards Green Bay.
Green Bay Packers have beaten the Minnesota Vikings, and now we have a fight.
The 60s Vince Lombardi pack was tough on the newborn franchise.
They beat me to death. They bloodied me.
But the tide shifted when Bud Grant, Fran Tarkenton, and the Purple People Eaters emerged in the 70s.
Began his season with 3 touchdowns against the arch-rival Packers.
Minnesota became the big brother in the relationship, and that's when things really started to heat up.
The Vikings got off to a rousing start by beating Green Bay for the 11th time in 13 tries.
The rivalry cooled somewhat in the 80s and 90s. 1993 did give fans the Eric Gulliford game. Jim McMahon, Minnesota's quarterback, Vikings at midfield with seconds to play.
Hold on. Do you see that visor? Why is that so dark? Hang on. Again, a lot of games, I believe, are like indoors. So the fact that this man has a visor that tinted.
Green Bay up 13-12.
Goes deep, man is wide open. Eric Gulliford has the catch and is out of bounds.
How did a guy that caught one pass in 2 seasons for Minnesota get so wide open?
Eric Gulliford from 45. Fawad Revez has kicked it home.
Overtime Monday Night Football year 2000. Brett Favre, Antonio Freeman.
This is still insane. It bounces off his leg.
Like this.
Never hits the ground.
The catch at the 15. What are they going to rule it? He caught it. Touchdown.
Absolutely insane. Look at off the arm.
The first decade of the new millennium bore plenty of good old-fashioned animosity between the two teams. Much of it thanks to Mr.
Really, I would say since probably 2000. Well, I guess you could go late 90s. But really since like 2000s, mid 2000s, like this has gone close, like not topping obviously Bears, Packers all time, but in recent years, it's been Vikings, Packers over Bears, Packers, just because
straight
Bears
cash.
They've had a good defense, but it's been more so like Vikings have had a more defensive.
Randy Moss's arrival in Minnesota definitely amped things up.
And I would say around this time with Moss is where it really
his bravado, not to mention skill, made it easy to dislike him if you were a cheesehead.
Moss was not equal
for a touchdown.
Especially when he fake moons you at the hallowed grounds of Lambeau Field in their very first ever playoff clash.
He shoots the moon to the fans here in Green Bay.
That is a disgusting act by Randy Moss.
That moment, as provoking as it was, might pale in comparison to the day in 2009 the city of Green Bay found out about Minnesota's new quarterback. It couldn't be, right? The rivalry would never be the same.
It's just like a knife in your back, it's hard to take. If any other team, we were fine with the Jets, but not the Vikings. Hard to swallow.
Seeing him in purple, that one hurt me. I'm going, gee, did it have to be Minnesota?
Brett Favre, dressed in purple. How could he?
After I didn't go back to the Packers, I wanted to play for anyone
who would play the Packers.
Yeah, he took it.
Minnesota played them twice.
For the 33rd time, Brett Favre,
Imagine he
part
went
of
to the
Vikings,
Bears.
Packers.
That would have been.
But for the first time, he's in purple.
Favre faced his former team for the first time in Minnesota.
I do like those
he
helmets,
throws
though.
3
Vikings
touchdowns,
helmets,
no
I do like
INTs, and walked out with the W.
I thought
I
after
don't really
the
wear
first
them anymore.
All right. Okay. Butterflies are gone. I've kind of gotten back to reality. When I go to Lambeau, it's going to be easy. Wrong.
My recollection of the day he came back was
I think he beat us.
He wasn't bothered much by the whispers of traitor passing through the stands. He was even better than he was in Minnesota. 4 touchdowns, no INTs, and a season sweep.
The ultimate nightmare for a Packer fan.
The Packers did beat the Vikings in the 2012 wild card round. That's the only other time they played postseason ball.
And Webster will lose the ball. Taken away by Clay Matthews and the Green Bay Packers.
2 years ago.
Designs on a trip to San Francisco.
1966, the Miami.
Yes, that's it. All right. I was thinking that week 17 game when Kirk Cousins got hurt. I don't know why I was thinking that was a playoff game or wild card game, but that was week 17 or week 18, whatever. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, around the last week of the season, whatever it was. So yeah. So again, that one, much shorter. Was it like 4 or 5 minutes here? Obviously, the Bears here, from a minute to about 7 minutes. So it's about 6 minutes in the content. Again, it feels like it's just been average. The thing I've never personally had problem with Lions fans. Obviously, this year they're talking a lot of trash this year, but I've never personally hated the Lions like I've hated the Vikings in recent years or the Bears all the time. I respect the rivalry. I think it's always fun, even if the Packers lose. It's a rivalry game, just because there's so much history. Now, some of it is bad history, like taking people out and a hit list, which that's a little far. But I think here, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna switch back to this here for solo here to end it. But I think just overall in terms of rivalry, I think they're fun. I think there's maybe like in sports, maybe like 1 or 2 better than the Packers, but I think Packers Bears. But I think you could argue like Packers Bears is the best rivalry in sports. I will say American sports because I know some people get upset because, what about soccer? What about this? I will say American sports just for you guys, okay? But that was part 2, essentially, finishing up the division rivals here. Again, as we get closer to week 1 of the NFL season, again, time recording this, we have a week and 2 days till the Packers play the Bears on Sunday. When you see this video, I might put this up on Wednesday, so there might be 4 days, 5 days until the game starts. We'll see. But I'm excited. Let me know again, how excited are you for the start of the 2023-2024 season? Do you want me to go back into that video here? It's 2 hours long. I talked about this in part 1 at the end. Do you want me to go back in and watch Patriots Jets or Steelers Browns or Cowboys Eagles or something like that? If you want me to do that, I can just make this short little videos, 10-minute videos, explain what I'm doing, and we can do this, and I can do this literally all season long if you guys want me to. If they're smaller ones, I'm going to go ahead and combine it with another smaller one, just so they're not 2-minute videos, because I'm sure a lot of people would watch that, but I'm going to try to stick closer to 10 minutes. So with that all being said, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Hopefully you're enjoying your day, your night, whenever you're seeing this. Hopefully you're excited again for football. I'm going to keep saying it. I'm excited for football. I am so excited for football. But yeah, hopefully you are too. I'm going to get on out of here.